Welcome back. So we have a few purchases, both on eBay and Facebook, and actually a subscriber package that arrived today. So let me start with the package, and then we'll move on to some of the purchases. Shove those over there so I don't give away anything. So this package, you can see the top card, comes from Danny out of Connecticut. Some of you may recognize the username Mets Rule, who was one of our giveaway winners for the 300 subscriber giveaway. And I had sent obviously what he had won. Sent a few PC cards, which is Gary Carter and Mike Piazza in particular. So I was happy to do that. I had some cards ready that I could put in the package. And he was so inclined that he wanted to send me a few cards. And this is what he sent. So first off is Al Rosen in the 1953 design, or not 1953, 1954 design, if I remember correctly. And this is actually an early 90s kind of archive set that was done. But actually, I did not have this card. And so I'm very happy to add that to the PC. This card I actually do have, but I actually very much enjoy this particular Koufax card out of last year's 2019 archives. 75 design, probably when Koufax should have been retiring. But really nice Koufax card. And actually sent me a slab I did not have. So I do have a bit of a Rosen PC. And I have a card very, very similar to this. I have the 1956 Topps Al Rosen in the white back. I did not have the gray back version of this card. And actually, this is a higher grade than my white back. The white back I have in PSA 5. This is a 6.5. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. And I very, very much appreciate it. This is definitely going into and staying my PC. So, Danny, thank you very much for the great cards. They're going into my PC. They're staying in my PC. And you'd probably just save me quite a bit by not having to pick this one up. So now I'm going to go over some purchases I made. And this time I'm going to show you flat out what I paid for them. I try and tell you, but I've actually gone through and put stickers on each one of these. So first was a lot that ended up being approximately $14, which I was surprised. It was an auction lot. Surprised it ended on $14. Even though it's not the best grades, it's still 2 Cal Ripken rookie cards. So the Fleer is in a PSA 7, and the Donruss is in a PSA 6. So for $7 each, $14 lot, really, how can you really go wrong on that? These Ripken rookies for less than the price of slabbing a card. So that was lot number 1 from the same seller. The starting bid was at $30 for this card, and I was the only bidder. So I added a 1968 Roberto Clemente and a PSA 3 to the Clemente run, which is getting very close to completion now. I have all the key cards, all the higher priced ones. Now I'm just kind of filling in some of the other ones, including the 1973 Topps, same auction situation. Opening bid was $30, and that's what it ended on. This is in a PSA 5. So, really nice card. And this is Clemente's last card. Next, I'd made thanks to BRaw6 again for finding a deal on eBay. Actually, I did not know about this. It was actually just listed as a buy it now or best offer. And when I made the purchase, when we came to an agreement on price, the seller basically, I made an offer, he countered basically right in the middle, which I was perfectly fine with. And then the counter said, let me know what your favorite team is. I'll throw in a couple cards. So I told him, I don't really have a team, I collect players. And I gave him the whole list, the list, not very long, but top to bottom. And really, honestly, not expecting it because it's all vintage cards at this point. But when I opened the package, it did include a 1970 Gil Hodges. He's manager with the Mets. And I believe this is a 1951, so second year, Al Rosen. And actually pretty nice shape. Not the best, but definitely not the worst. Clean card, too, which is nice. 1951 51 Bowman, so I should say. Just a beautiful set. But the main card that I purchased, which was originally listed at $200, and I think I offered $145, $150. So we agreed on $165. Is an SGC 1.5, fills in a hole in the PC. It is the 1938 Gaudi Heads Up Hank Greenberg without the illustrations in the back. So I have two other of these cards, but they both have the illustrations in the back. I was missing this particular version, or this variation, if you will. So I finally added this to the Greenberg PC. Fills in a very nice hole for me. Those holes are starting to really close up, but again, still missing the 34 Gaudi rookie card. And one more card, which was actually on Facebook. And I had actually been thinking about picking up a better condition of this card. I already have one, and I saw this one. The price is completely reasonable. Still gone down a little bit from it. And lower grade, but beautifully centered card in a PSA slab. It is 1958 Mickey Mantle in a PSA 3. And actually came in this very nice little holder. This is the only one I have of these. But really nice clean back on it. Corners are actually pretty darn good. Something's a little bit off on the back, a little bit off in the front, but presents incredibly well. There's a slight crease right there, but you have to really catch it on the right angle to see it. Yeah, you can see it a little bit there. Not catching too much glare. Yeah, PSA 3, I am perfectly fine with that. A slight upgrade to the Mantle run, but for $200, I figured I'd take the chance, upgrade it. It's not breaking the bank, and kind of keep working on the Mantle run. Getting closer, really down to the really, really expensive cards, which I don't plan on getting anytime soon. So that was the pickups. These are the two obviously main ones. But let's be honest, some of the favorite ones are the ones that are sent in, because I really appreciate. They say anybody that takes the time, the effort, and let's be honest, the money to send me cards, especially when they're very specific on. My PC is not like a team. You can't just give me the comments from a blaster that you just busted. I'm very specific in the players I collect. So for someone to take the time and send me cards, whether I have them or I don't, I really, really appreciate whenever that's done. So those are the pickups for this time around. Not the biggest mail day, not the most expensive by far, and these being the kind of the higher end of the entire pickup. Probably by a good margin actually. But yeah, there's some nice ads, some nice upgrades, and really filling in some spots for a lot of those PC players. So that's all I got for you this time around with this particular mail day. In the meantime, please remember to collect what you enjoy what you collect. Don't let anybody, especially the market or a YouTuber, dictate that to you. And most importantly, have fun. This is a tremendous hobby and a tremendous community. So find your way of participating and being active. Whether it's making videos, watching and commenting, going to live streams, group chats, going to your LCS or local card show, or simply talking about the hobby with family and friends. The more you put in to being active, the more you're going to get out of it. Whether it's just simple knowledge of the cards and of the hobby, it's growing your own PC through multiple means, meeting new, different, interesting people, and making a heck of a lot of friends in the process. These are all the benefits and really all the reason why many of us, dare I say all of us, enjoy collecting these pieces of cardboard. So I thank you very much for joining me. I hope to see you again. Have a good one, and bye for now.